I made this with the intention of supporting Nicholas Godejohn. This has zero to do with him or any organization involved with him. It is solely my project and is not affiliated with Nicholas Godejohn or any organization representing him. Also, this may sound like me, but it's AI generated so I'm not lisping, so there's nothing to laugh at. There you go. Disclaimer.
Uh, I'm agreeing, mainly to, get my, voice heard because I feel that it is an urgent need, so yeah, that's why she needed someone to understand her enough to be willing to basically risk their life for her, which is unfortunate that that had to go the way it did, because originally I wanted to just run away with her, but she kept on persisting on this alternative thing that really didn't seem to pan out in the way that it never was obviously meant to. Uh, that basically letting know the viewers who I really am and not who I am not. So, due to how everyone seems to be betraying me in such a negative light as of late, I feel that it's only fair that my voice gets out there to give a more accurate image of myself. Uh, well, the main reason this all even transpired was basically due to the love that I felt that was equally shared between me and Gypsy. However, I've learned that as of late that she may have just been using me, which is sad because I felt it was much more real than that. Due to one of my mental and my main mental disability, it's quite easy for me to be deceived, unfortunately. She was raised, I can't blame her. I can't. That, and along with my religion, with being a Christian, I know I'm not supposed to judge, so I'm not going to judge. It's just not part of who I am. I just won't do it.
How do you feel about him now?
I can't stand him. I wish he would have been more responsible. Yeah, I asked him a question. I asked him to kill my mother, but I didn't hold a gun to his head and make him do it.
Video that Gypsy had taken shows her walking through her mother's bedroom, and she points at the mattress and then makes this motion with her hand.
I don't associate myself as a murderer. If you think about it, yes, I had a part to play in it. I asked Nick for help, but he's the one that did the actual kill, not me. So when they say I'm a murderer, I don't identify as that.
Are you a hunter? 'Cause your mother wasn't a deer. Life has been anything but easy for Nicholas Godejohn. His struggling began before he was even born, having a traumatic 13-hour birth. Not only did he have level 2 autism, but from that traumatic birth he was deprived of oxygen and had to be revived. His parents, Bobby and Stephanie, were told he would have developmental delays due to it. His life was anything but free Disneyland. He lived an isolated life and felt like there was something missing. He couldn't bond or connect due to the severity of his autism and had no friends. The internet was his haven where he finally started to connect with people and make friends. It's also where he unfortunately met Gypsy Rose Blanchard on a Christian dating site, oddly though she is and was a Wiccan. In his own words, he felt she was his first real connection, but she was found to be grooming other men in the official FOIA's Obtained But Into the Weeds podcast. And while Gypsy claims her mother, Dee Dee Blanchard, forbid her from dating and many other things she admitted to doing in her interrogation, such as eating too much sugar and dancing around Disneyland at 23 years old, an article was found where Dee Dee mentions Nicholas Godejohn and how she was happy for Gypsy. The only person who filled Nick's head with those lies that her mother hated him, thought he was creepy, and forbid a relationship was Gypsy.
Demonize Gypsy Rose and defend Nicholas Godejohn. I am so sick of seeing the people on here defending colored autistics.
It's time for Ask Dr. Stupid with your host, Dr. Stupid.
Oh, hello there.
I'd like to be completely correct in what Gypsy Rose Blanchard reposted here in her prejudices against Nicholas Godejohn and the autistic community as a whole, and so thoroughly agrees with the term colored autistic, she saw it fit to repost this person's rant. Here we go, folks. The term colored autistic highlights issues related to ableism and reductionism in several ways. 1. Ableism. This term inherently reflects ableist attitudes by prioritizing the disability label, autistic, in a way that can be stigmatizing. It may imply that a person's autism is a defining characteristic that overshadows their entire identity, which can contribute to further marginalization and discrimination against those with disabilities. 2. Reductionism. The phrase combines racial identity, colored, with disability identity, autistic, in a manner that reduces individuals to a single aspect of their identity. This reduction overlooks the complexity of personal experiences related to both race and disability. It implies that a person can be adequately described or understood by merely juxtaposing their racial and disability identities, ignoring the rich interplay of cultural, social, and personal factors.
Just because they're autistic, because you know damn well if that was a woman or a man of color who committed that act, you would not be giving him the grace that you are. You would not be sitting there giving excuses for the fact that Nicholas Godejohn, there's been proof that yes,
oh, has there been?
Fantasies, grape fantasies.
Let's test that one first.
Gypsy's mom's corpse.
My little neurotypical butter biscuit.
What do you think about people that have sex with dead bodies?
It's quite disturbing, honestly.
Okay, that would bother you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like necrophilia.
Okay. Oh, is that an actual thing? What does that mean, necrophilia?
Necrophilia actually means that I have sex with the dead.
Okay. Have you ever known anybody to do that?
No, I only know the word because I tend to look up words that seem to be popular.
And has shown himself to be a danger to himself and other people.
What did you eat?
I'm gonna prove you wrong on that one, sweetheart.
Offer that with mayonnaise as well.
But you guys are still gonna say him. You cannot be manipulated into murdering somebody, okay? I'm sorry, you can't. You cannot be manipulated into murdering someone.
Did you ever engage in fantasies or role playing or anything like that?
Yes.
Did you have names?
Yes.
Tell us about the names you utilized.
Ruby, Candy, Kitty, Bella, Demona.
If you disobey me in any way, or displease me in any way, I will use the one card that I have over you. Gypsy.
High support needs, then someone should have been monitoring him and making sure that he wasn't going out and doing all of these things. And that's why he should be behind bars or behind a mental institution, so he can be monitored, because I do not trust that he won't read a thing.
This is actually kind of the first time I've been honest. Besides being honest with my attorney.
That was a lie.
And if he is truly incompetent enough to, if you want to argue that he was manipulated by Gypsy, then who's to say another woman isn't going to manipulate him into the act of killing someone?
I almost feel like he's safer. Yeah, it's really, really bad to say, but I almost feel like he's safer now than having contact with her on a regular basis, knowing what I know now. Yeah. It's really sad because he is a good kid, and he's a good-looking kid, and for him to ruin his life over that, I'm sorry, but she's a beast. Yeah. I don't know. And that's what we know so far. My younger son, who loves his big brother, you know? Yeah. He's the only brother he has, and trying to explain to him, you're probably not going to see Nick, and he doesn't, understand. Right.
I actually don't know how to feel anymore because of it. My mind's been rewired to think differently now. It's hard. Everything's hard. My son, Nick, he like his side of the story told, and because her side is getting all this attention left and right, and he can get nothing. I believe Gypsy was just using him. she may have had a slight feelings for him, but when she got him in, reeled him in to her plan, then she's pretty much started losing interest in him. Until after the deed was done, and then boom, threw him under the bus. You know, she learned all those traits from her mom and turned around and used them on my son and made me become more of a hermit. I didn't want to leave the house. Afraid somebody's going to notice me and, hey, you're a Godejohn or whatever. Is that your son? I didn't want to deal with any questions. This birthday card I received from my son on my last birthday is on your birthday and always wishing you a very happy birthday. It's a happy birthday, Dad. How old are you now? 51? Yeah, that sounds correct. 51. Well, happy 51st birthday. Remember, it's just a number. If you feel you're young, then you are. I wish I could spend your birthdays with you. God willing, maybe I'll still get that chance in another birthday. I know it's hard being this far away. Please be strong. Thank you for being my father, my best friend, and teacher. I'm blessed to have you as a father. It's you who taught me all these noble traits, and I'm grateful for it. I love and miss you wholeheartedly. Until we talk again, your son, truly, Nicholas Paul Godejohn.